Yes, it's the last brew in the UK Spring Smash Off 2014. And this was Tom's entry, Newtohomebrew Tom, check out his channel. He did a muck up because he dry hopped it with the wrong hop, so technically he got a smash, but he also did a no sparge method, so we're going to, and he had problems trying to get it to come down from then, and he said about carbonation. Well, was it? There's a good hiss there. So, and there is bubbles forming in the bottle. So let's get this in the glass. Well carbonated, Tom. So those long chain sugars have broke down a bit, and the extra sugar has worked the treat. Or was the extra sugar that worked the treat? Maybe. Big bubbles. A nice tight head in the middle. So it's caked pretty well by the look of it. I'm going to stop it there. Okay, these malty aroma straight away. Nice. Very, very clear. I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to pan this to the light. Right. Get the light through there. Beautifully clear. In fact, that's probably the clearest beer we've had. Little haze. I'm going to have to. Just a little haze. The glass is clean, but that's beautifully clear. It's quite bright. That's probably the brightest we've had. Like I said, there's a touch, just a touch of haze in there. That's good. Right, the head is now gone down to a nice little tight foam. Oh, citrusy, slight citrus flavour on the aroma. It's between, I wonder if he used a sea hop. I was thinking maybe dry hopped it with the wrong hop, but it's Cascade, it's got that Cascade Centennial type. So you're definitely getting the malts playing in there as well. And it's not Cascade, it's got something a bit more to it. But he dry hopped it with the wrong, so I'm trying to work that one out. Here you go. Cheers, Tom. Thanks for entering. Good looking beer. Nice aroma. Oh. Ooh. There's a zinginess there, but the malts is really good, powerful, real strong body to it on the malt side. Yeah, get that concentration of malt through. I'm going to guess you've either used Centennial or Cascade because it's got that flavour to it. It's got that strength of the malt, concentration of that malt, like not as dark as Old Tom, but it's got that background with the malt. Right, there, this is at 6.2%, and that was the smashed Otter. There's Maris and Otter, so it's Maris Otter a smash. It doesn't say what hops he had on it. Well, I'm guessing you're using a sea hop there. But with the bitter in, yeah. I wonder if you put put Challenger in there. It's not quite, because the malt is so strong, I'm trying to pick it out over the top, but there's a zinginess there. And that zinginess reminds me of berries in a way. That nice citrus, zesty type, sorry, not citrus, it's the zesty type texture on the tongue, plays on the tongue. It's carbonated as well. And there's a stream of bubbles coming up from the bottom of the glass. So it's not anything, it's just a water glass. The bittering, this is where it's like you use two hops. The bittering, it plays, it's a double play on the bittering itself. But you get this taste afterwards of a green, traditional ale hop. It could be Goldings. I don't think it's Fugbles, it's not Fugbles tasting. There's that zinginess and that freshiness. Malt is there always through it. It's quite a high level malt and it stays with it. Because of that malt strength, you get to taste a little alcohol as that malt, and then as the malt fades off, you're left with a double hit of bittering again. Zesty, lovely carbonation, lovely and zesty. I'm going for Cascade because it's got a hint of flora. If you rinse it in your mouth as you sip it, and then it degas in your mouth, you'll get that floral hit. Excuse me. It's carbonation for you. But the back end of it has got something like a Centennial taste, and there's something else, it's not Centennial. You're getting more hedgerow flavour. So I would say it's either Challenger or Goldings that you've mucked up with, but I'm going to go for Challenger. Could be Gold, I'm going to go for Challenger. So, because of the floral hit I'm getting with the zest. I think Centennial, but it's actually, I think, first of all it's a Centennial, but I'm actually going to go for Cascade. But that malt flavour was there all the time. Now I know it didn't go down low, it's quite, the bittering counters whatever you've done with the dry hop, whatever hop it was. The bittering that's come from that hop, I wouldn't dry hop with Challenger or Goldings at all. There's my two choices. The bittering from that dry hopping, it really counters that sweetness a lot. So really nice bit. It is slightly sweet. You get this residue, sticky cloyiness in your mouth, but you have that bittering with it as well. It's quite a funny thing. Now, tell you what that reminds me of. In a couple of days' time I'll upload it. That reminds me of Triple F's Uncomfortably Numb. And that's an autumn beer they only produce in the autumn. And it's got a real zesty, zingy type texture on the tongue initially. There's a strong dark ale. Carbonation break. That's a real strong ale, but they won't release their hop data on it, unlike on the other ones they do. It's their recipe, and I reckon they use something like Centennial that to get a real zesty bit, maybe a bit of srirachiation in there as well, to get that real zingy texture on a nice strong beer. You've more or less got that, and that's one of my favourite beers. It really is. Yeah, and now it's died down, but just to prove it is carbonated. Oh, there you go. Gentle smell, bit of head back. It's in a good one. So the carbonation's brilliant, you know. Oh, no, the aroma's really coming out. Let's warm this up a bit. It's a little bit colder than the rest were, because the temperature's been down. Yeah, definitely getting that Cascadian type grapefruit aroma. But like you say, you get the malts, incredibly malts, and it's a nice smell. It's not overpowering, but you do get a lovely smell of aerosol. Which is completely different from Optic. If you go to a lot of British pubs, you don't get Optic a lot unless you search for it, because the breweries tend to buy it all on the contract. But this is a very nice drink. Now it's degassed. The malts level's coming up, but it's dropping off quicker. Yeah, I'm going to turn around and go for either Centennial or Cascade, and I reckon probably Cascade, and I'm probably wrong. So we might have another Centennial switch. But I think you've got something in there like a Golden or a Challenger. I wouldn't say North Down. It's not fruity enough. But yeah, an excellent beer. Good appearance. Now I've degassed it a little, it's got a better feel in the mouth. It's not so carbonated. You get that malt sweetness there as well, and that lingering bittering. Well done, Tom. I mean, that is a really nice drink. Maybe it's a good hop combination you want to play around with. And you're still getting that aroma right down to the end of the glass. Well, that's it. That is the final review of the Smash of 2014. The next couple of videos will be the label competition. For those that entered, we'll be judging the labels. And that information will be on the video on how you can do that. And for all the people that have been reviewing or are going to review, because there's been a big cock up with the couriers, those that do review, if they could turn around and email me the scores. If they don't know how to email me, I'll put a link behind for my private email, or the email I'm going to be using for this competition. If you email me all your scores for every per entry, and then all those scores will be added up together and averaged out. I've got to send a spare minstrel, I think I've got one left, a pet bottle, to Clive. So that will be going out shortly. I'll be going out tomorrow. Excuse me. Good combination. That'll be going out tomorrow for him to review that one. All the scores, if you can all send me your scores, they'll be averaged out by the reviewers, and the winners will be announced. I've enjoyed tasting everyone's beers. I mean,